Oh, you treats. Hey, I got a thumbs up. Where'd the thumbs up come from? Yeah, girlfriend past boyfriend. Huh? Starlink tonight. Hey, Skies, how are you? How you doing? I figure we go live.
Oh, you know what that is, dude? Dude, that is killer.
No.
Hey, guys. Hey, have you guys ever seen Starlink? I just saw this tonight about an hour ago, but check this out. This thing is insane. I'll show you a better video, but this thing was just launched yesterday, guys. This is the first time I've ever seen Falcon 9 Starlink 4.
Starlink, have you seen it yet, Skies?
I'll show you a better video here, but guys, the lights went out. I wish I had that video, but the lights went out. What do you guys think? Why would the lights go out? And I didn't
See you too.
I wish I did it. I actually stopped.
Wow, Bubba got himself Starlink. Have you seen it yet?
But guys, have you ever seen the Starlink? And if so, have you ever seen the
What a
lights
mess.
suddenly turn off? If so, do they all go out in synchronicity, like from the end to the beginning, or do they just all
No,
go out?
it's
Let me
ugly.
know.
I just caught one of them, and I caught like about 4 satellites at the end of the train. That was a while ago. Wow, Bubba killed it, baby. Bubba killed it. All right. Well, what are you doing tonight? What do you got going? Pin in the Atlas. A huge learning curve and still learning. Our early videos around the edges. This is what Pin to the Atlas wrote me. The tail end of rocket launch a few months ago. Did you really? We're at Cape Canaveral. Yeah, I wish these guys could get some more money in their pocket. They travel all over the place, bring us great videos. The Impossible Channel, he reached 1 million subs. Oh, really? Yeah, Cape Canaveral. 1 million subs, huh? Wow. It's a whole different ball game. We still haven't reached 1,000 here, you know. Really, I haven't. They keep, I don't know what happens. I get 800, then it goes down to 650. I don't think that many, but it's probably YouTube. Dawn was saying probably YouTube just pulling all them channels. You know what I mean? That I was subbed to, and now they're no longer there. A couple good videos here I'll share with you guys. I think that'll be fun. Golden Eagle Mine. All right. We got Matt's Off-Road Recovery. Oatman, Arizona in an RV. Go see the wild burros in the city street. Sister Golden here. Wow. Look at all this shit. I've been busy all day. I've been keeping up with my plans, and that was to clean, clean, clean. And dating a girl in front of their dad. Well, it must be. It must be really weird. What's up, Buttercup? Dr. Fauci. I am science. What is the matter with you? We got quite a bit here to watch tonight, if you're interested. So we got Matt's off-road recovery. I think you already said you've seen that. We got Sister Golden here going to play right now. That's a rocket launch. Hold on. How you doing, sis? Good to see you. I have a hallelujah. Hey, hallelujah. What is this? Survivor cow, a message from hope. A message of hope. Well, I can't read tonight. But I've been busy, inhaling cleaners and stuff, so forgive me. Where'd sisters go? I want to watch that one. We just watched Bubba. Hey, I'll play Bubba for you. Did you see it? Having a hot cup of Java. I should do that and get really rampaged. Be pinging off the wall. Find some chocolate. Eat some chocolate with my coffee. Bubba caught the Starlink.
Oh, you know what that is, dudes? Dudes, that is killer. That's Starlink. Hey guys, Bubba here. Hey, have you guys ever seen Starlink? I just saw this tonight about an hour ago, but check this out. This thing is insane. I'll show you a better video, but this thing was just launched yesterday, guys.
I think I'm gonna have a cup of tea. I'm feeling pretty good. I got a whole bunch of shit flying by the camera, and it's clear out.
Guys, the lights went out. I wish I had that video, but the lights went out. What do you guys think? Why would the lights go out? And I didn't catch it.
What do you mean the lights went out?
I wish I did.
I don't know what he means. You couldn't see them because they fell into the Earth's shadow. They were heading northeast, according to you.
So, guys, have you ever seen the Starlink? And if so, have you ever seen the lights just suddenly turn off? If
yes.
So, do they all go out in synchronicity, like from the?
No, they should actually. It should take.
Poof, let me know.
Should take 3 seconds for that line to go out, but they got to fly into the Earth's shadow because we're on a round Earth. Hey, what a wise guy I am. So I thought that was really cool. Look good for you. I caught it one night. I caught 2. It ain't that cool, though. I'll tell you that much. Now, when they're done with this shit, and I don't think it's going to be too cool. Especially if you shoot telescope shit, you know what I mean? Like Mike Morales has been bitching about this shit for a year now. Let's go see Sister Golden Hair's good work. Let's get this out on a half a screen. Another talented video producer. Damn! What are you in, a hand glider? Oh, go a little slower there, girl. What do you think? Some of us speed readers like you? But come on, you fuck. Hold on a second. I'm not mad at you. I can always stop it, right? But fucking it don't stop quick enough. Uh-oh. What'd I do now? stop. If I reached the bottom, but went no further. Oh, so it came down the hill. I'm sorry. Let's play this. Wow, it came down there and they held the fire right there. That's cool. What was that? Last Christmas, last. Hold on a second. East side of Christmas Valley. East side. Survived. Survived them. Thanks for watching. You're welcome. We ended up on a dock. What's this, a gang plant? You gonna make Ralphie walk the gang plant? Cool. We'll go in here. We go down here. Where's forest fires? Put the drought in there too. Thank you, sis. All right. Let me go to you and get that link. Where are you? Oh, fuck you in the queue. I hate that. Did you see what I just did? I hate that. I wish that fucking thing wouldn't jump out. I hate it so goddamn much. Fucking Q. Fuck Q this asshole. Who came up with that idea?
This asshole.
Yeah, this asshole. All right, hold on a second. Puffy, maybe, but I hate that Q. And oh yeah, you did.
Good morning, guys.
Wow.
This is the exhaust after the rocket went up this morning, and I missed it. I missed the launch, but my husband just said, grab your camera. So it must have done, a circular. Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know how it happens. They don't fly in circles. They go straight up. But I think the other shit that falls. How come I put a thumbs up there? I didn't see the thumb. I didn't put a thumbs up there, did I? Must have. Back to Las Vegas. Wah, wah, wah. I don't think we'll be watching that video. Pin to the Atlas got a brand new one. No, I don't think it was rocking in circles. I think it's just the way the upper winds carry the shit. I seen that though. Oh, I was in Utah. I think it was from Vandermeer. Yeah, what's everyone doing? I'm just saying about it because it seems like every time I go over here, there's certain times. See, I'm going near this thing and it ain't popping out. I don't know whose idea was it to pop it out. Why don't you just leave the goddamn thing there? I don't use the damn thing. So, all right. Enough of that. I hit that cue so many times. Anyways, good evening. Hope everyone's doing well.
For me, Dropbox is
Circling
a seamless
rockets.
way of ensuring that I have access to documents across my cell phone, my iPad,
She
my
must be
computer.
from California.
My clients have access to
documents.
Now I use Dropbox.
What are these two up to? Thank you.
This video is brought to you by us, Hodge Twins. This video is sponsored by us, HodgeTwins.tv, now on YouTube. Only $3.99 a month. It's damn near free.
Wow.
Got that email. Tired of this email. Girlfriend's passport.
You need a monitor?
That shit is. Hey guys, I love my girl. Been with her 6 months and it's going great. But I just found out she dated and slept with a close friend of mine. So it's in the past, right? Well, that's one of his best friends. She's been desecrated. That's a desecration. You go start dating. You go marry her. You ain't gonna be at the wedding. The dude just slept with your wife. She's been desecrated. Well, you don't have to invite him. You just end your friendship. You got. Where you coming from?
Are you excited?
I think it's not that.
You'll never get off that cell
She
phone.
slept
You kidding me?
with his.
You'll still be doing your work on that cell phone. You like that cell phone.
Why are you talking so slow? I think it's his best friend's reputation. Why don't you just say that? She probably think that he might got AIDS or something now. But I found out she slept with a close friend of mine. This pissed a dirty, low-down piece of. Well, she has been desecrated. That's not a desecration, man. That's a desecration. Desecration if all your boys run a train on. That's a desecration. Look, and you didn't know about it. Look, this pissed me off two ways. My friend never said anything when I first started dating her, and she never told me that she had a one-night stand with him. Third, she made me date her for a month before we did it. She told me, that's crazy. You have a one-night stand and get desecrated? Yeah, she told me she wasn't a sex on the first date kind of girl. I like to take things slow. Right? See, I'm getting pissed off. She's a liar. I'm not even you. I'm getting mad over you. Yeah, I'm bawling mad. Best friend had sex with her. First night. One night stand. Dude, what busted? Dude, first night. Deep inside. Cream pie. You know why she wanted it? You know why it happened? She wanted it. She wanted him bad. You think about that. You had to beg and do little chores and give her presents and gifts. For a month, you had to open the door for her. Yeah, had to do all that special stuff. She saw him, wanted him right there. She wanted to suck him off.
I didn't know how dirty this was going to be. I hope I don't offend nobody. Well, there's only one person in
Everybody
the
lied
room.
around you, your friends, she did. Everybody know but you. Oh man, it's gotta hurt.
What?
Oh man, I'm
Is he
telling you, it's a
caught?
desecration. I'm telling you. Them walls been desecrated. It's like getting stabbed in the back, man. You don't even see it coming. Got a steak knife in your back. And she didn't even tell me. I learned the news from a friend of my girlfriend's. Oh, that's a relief. I thought she saw a picture or something. That'd been crazy.
We can change it if you want.
She didn't realize.
I got plenty more to see. Matt's off-road recovery.
At the time, she didn't even realize she was telling on her girlfriend because she at the time did not know who I was. Oh man, girl got a big mouth on her. Thank God your friends. She one of them stupid friends, man. Tell everybody's business, don't even know what she's doing. She's stupid. I don't know what to do. Man, you stuck between a rock and a hard place, man. What it boils down to is how good is them walls. How good is the relationship? How good is the chemistry? Can it overcome this little obstacle? How can you go overcome on having to wait a month? He got it the first night. Maybe he drugged her. Maybe she's drunk. I was one night woke up and her legs are spread open and she's annihilated. She said, "Damn, slept with her." Annihilated. Yeah.
Hey man, if I was,
Hey man, it happened.
you know what? Man. You got a horrible friend. You got a horrible girlfriend. He didn't even tell. I would like if I was your friend and you start dating a girl that I had a one night stand. I'd be like, hey,
just to keep it 100,
hey, George, hey, you dating Susie?
Yeah, I banged that, man. One night stand, man.
I banged that like 6 months ago.
Yeah, man, banged it. She's an animal. She was an animal, man.
Yeah, she sucked me off.
Sprayed my legs.
First when we went out,
You want me to change it?
I treated her good. I took her through the
I don't want to lose my audience.
Got a 10-piece.
She tossed my salad.
Hey, Kevin, why you gotta go to
Oh no! His sister's leaving.
If I was you, I'd dump my friend and her.
I didn't know that.
Dump, man. Your best friend.
All right. I just clicked on them. Usually they gotta talk about politics or some shit. Let's go to this one. This might be more family orientated, as this channel is. We're family orientated.
I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
Yeah, special asshole.
Well, this is a fine mess you've gotten us into.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So we got a call for a razor that drove out in the dry lake bed of the mighty Lake Powell. It's pretty stuck, so we're gonna head out there and see if we can get it out.
Well, right now it's like 48 degrees here, but when we get out there, I think it's going to be about 70 degrees, so it doesn't get much better than that.
But first, we've got to stop by my house and grab a different hitch because this one has too much drop on it. Is it the same? Well, we should be okay as long as we don't go over any speed bumps.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of speed bumps on our way, so we're good. So to tell you how dedicated Lizzie is, she missed her dentist appointment to come to this.
I would every time.
It doesn't have to be like pulling teeth to come on a rescue.
Heck no.
I've seen her walk off a mountain because she could only be there for half the rescue.
Dedication.
I'd do anything.
Tell us about Lone Rock, Lizzie.
It is currently November. I was here the first week of June to come boating with some family and stuff. And I was wakeboarding around Lone Rock. There was enough water there, but now there is not.
Never been this low in my lifetime. The last time it was this low, it was filling. For a gray Sprinter van on the flatbed trailer. Lake Powell Pipeline's starting to not make any sense. Look at us. We're driving through the water here. Good morning. We found you. Put you right here by that boat. You want us just to go get it? Bring it here. You want to ride along?
Can we ride? Yeah. Great. Let us lock up and we'll jump in.
If I had a spare tire on the back, I'd be all set.
Oh yeah, you are a spare tire.
Rodeo champ. I'm going to sit on your lap. I'm going to sit on your lap.
Okay. You can sit on my lap. Isn't it supposed to go the other way?
How's it going?
How you doing, Trevor?
It's a little tight.
Wow, look at that.
Thanks for the ride, Lizzie. You're welcome. Anytime.
So when you come out to these these lake beds that have gone dry, it looks solid on top, but underneath it's still wet. You can see here, you see my footprints sinking in there. So on top it looks perfectly dry, but it's really just a muddy mess.
We were just cruising out here, having fun. And on the way back, I just slowed down. We go, oh, we're screwed.
There's parts you stand on and they're fine, and then you come over here and boom.
It's like quicksand. I sunk all the way down into my knees.
Oh,
it's like, lost my boot and everything.
You had to go in after the mountain. That'll do what's best.
No way. No.
Well, this is a
Freaking.
fine mess you've gotten it into.
Look at my man right there.
Oh my goodness.
So this line right here is the most packed, and then you have to haul through right there.
I can't get through this.
This is where we usually call Rudy, but then we got a 2.5 hour wait.
I know. I was checking to see how solid that the bottom was down there, and it's not. Half I can get this truck here.
Well, can you get out of there or no?
Not without the winch.
There's nothing.
I need the winch extension and all the ropes, all the gear, all of it.
200 yards of rope.
Okay, thanks. So we've got Hefe and Tucker and Bleep and Colt heading out in George's Jeep, and they're going to rescue us.
So I come over to say bye, and we get a call.
Matt says he's stuck in the mud,
And he says we need 150 yards of rope.
which means he's stuck way away from solid ground.
So luckily, Colt showed up in George's Jeep.
If you don't remember George, he had the one with the red submarine, and I'm borrowing his other Jeep.
This Jeep is stacked full of ropes, winch lines, shovels.
So we're gonna go and try to get Matt out.
So that he can get the customer.
Wow, I've
George,
never
I'll do my
seen him
best
get
not to
stuck.
submarine your other Jeep.
They are going to rescue us. I'm hanging my head in shame because I got the Morvair stuck. But this time it's really stuck. Am I sounding defeated?
Yes.
Do you know why I'm sounding defeated? Because I'm defeated.
Your feet are right there.
Ready to roll? Good to go? What you got?
Pizza sticks.
Chicken chimichanga.
Pick up all these pieces, take them home, and make a replica of a dry lake bed.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, they'd be far underwater by 150 feet, maybe.
I do weird things all the time. My life is made of weird things. Like
Lizzie
hanging
is
out with you two.
Are you filming us?
Well, I know what Matt's gonna do. So this is what we're doing now.
So we're back here at Andre and Vicky's camper van,
I just want to be able to come back to this.
Still driving?
and Andre says he's going to fire up a grill.
Because, you know, you can pick your friends, and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Oh, you can!
Nice.
Wheat bread or white bread? Normally I make everybody's plate, but I'll let you do your thing.
You've done too much already.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah.
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 Everybody have your
Well, we're just taking it easy waiting for Hefe and Tucker and Colt to get here. When they get here, they'll be here.
No, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael C. Hall from Dexter. This is my life. Oh, folks. I might still be a monster, but I'm an evolving monster. Sign up now and stream Dexter with Showtime on Hulu.
Yeah, you better be careful with that, too.
Oh, there's not a spare tire to ride on.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Get it?
If this door pops open, at least I'll be throwing 3 from the vehicle.
No spare tire, but it'll have to do.
You gotta do his thing.
Big chemtrails.
Me and that did like 35 miles an hour. Trevor was his lot. I'm getting the customers. So let's get some ropes out of here so we can Hey, how is you? The other guy. You think we brought enough?
I'm hoping so. so. Brought what? Brought a lot. Where were you sitting, Lizzie? So first thing we're gonna do is get the razor out, anchor it, George's Jeep, and then we're gonna pull the mortar out. I'm gonna say it's my fault, even though we all know whose fault it really is.
No, that's a bad shit. I've been caught in that shit up at Bonneville. Almost took the whole truck.
Look at that.
I was lucky. Very, very lucky.
That is bad. I figured I'd be swimming about here. Sleeping Matt texted
Look at the
me,
chemtrails
"Don't
out
bury
there.
George on the
Holy
Jeep." So I sent
shit.
him a picture of
Big
the
H.
screenshot of it showing that it's in the water. It just said, "Oops."
Look at that. Look how far down they are.
One, two, three, go. Got it. Got it. Oh, am I ready to put some pressure on it?
It's gonna take a full pull just to get all this stuff out of it.
Well, what happened to the camera work on this one?
You see how if I would have made it through there, I wouldn't have made it through? You wouldn't have made it much farther. Oh man, those were buried, huh?
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna get that other one. I'll tell you that. We don't even know where the other one is. Yeah,
It's down there somewhere.
Oh man, look at that.
If I can get that rope around this, we can pull it
Think
out.
you can pull it out?
That's nice.
So what we gotta do is just find a hole to get that strap.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Get
do.
to the side. That's not a hole either. Alright.
Woo!
Okay, now, what are the chances that this is coming out of there?
I'm washing off.
Wow. No.
Why are you walking back out here with the strap again? I want to engineer every connection. You want to engineer every connection? I do.
Inspired by State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
It's so cheap, yeah, got a great rate on the down low. Cause Jake isn't your average Joe.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I feel like he needs one more rope. So this is going to be 30, 60, 90, 120 feet. So just so everybody knows why I'm rigging this up, I know that this is way too much rope. It's going to release energy way too slow. I'm always up for a try and another chance to observe something like this.
You're gathering data.
Gathering data.
So post in the comments, is it data or is it data? World wants to know.
Well, Data is the actor on Star Trek. Okay, come on back. You're going to have to. Okay, that's it right there. All right. Just accelerate like you're trying to get out into traffic, but not put it sideways. Brake lights on, brake lights off.
Wow. You didn't put no power to it. What are you doing? Yeah, getting lost.
Crazy. You gonna pick a new line?
All right, I'll try to split it.
Wow, trouble. You're down. Damn.
I'm almost out. You think you can get out of here if we get this rope on?
Why wouldn't you put no power in it? I don't understand that.
Oh, that is tight. The weight of the rope isn't much, and it absorbs its own energy. Quite.
We do have the mud flaps.
All right. I think you're gonna pry that thing off of there.
Yes.
Look out, Trevor.
Watch out. Oh, that's in there. Okay.
I'm not cutting. They're gonna leave me. You guys are the ones in trouble.
Kind of nasty.
We're going to get blue steel. The last resort that we want to use today.
This is a mess, Trevor.
Yeah, it is.
We're gonna have a nice, easy razor job at Lake Powell.
We'll be back, finish the links on the banana.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna make it home for dinner.
All right. You ready for this?
Yep.
Tucker, you've been training for years for this moment. What? Yeah, at the gym. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna drive back 1 inch. You tell me how it goes.
Yeah, he's got to air down.
You're digging right down. Well, if only this guy could dig that fast.
Get out of here. So we're gonna go over through this,
And then turn right.
cut to the right,
Yeah.
and then we'll cut back up into the high spot.
Yeah.
Dude, perfect. Eat your heart out.
We're gonna edit it, right? Is it even gonna work? I quit.
What the hell is he doing?
Nailed it.
I kind of hope this gets stuck just so they see Jamie's reaction. Not really. I don't want to get
Wow,
stuck.
this is crazy.
Keep coming, keep coming. Whoa! Okay.
So cold.
Not that too much. Okay. Not right there. Yep. Go. You got it. You're out now.
Oh, he's got the winch. Oh yeah, been there, done that. Ain't fun. We didn't lose her though.
All right, you are tight now.
I remember the very first time I ever used one of your ropes. There's a guy buried. I was hammering down the road. And I'm like, well, eventually I'm going to feel the tug of pulling him out. And I look in the rear view and I just see, I was like, whoa, whoops.
This was amazing.
Absolutely.
Awesome customers, more like it.
Sweet.
My hands are still dirty, but there you go.
All good.
There you go.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, hey.
That was
Thank you
amazing.
so much.
It was the least I could do. I hope you guys enjoyed your BLTs.
That's literally my favorite. We came out here thinking that it was going to be a razor recovery. We're just like, and we didn't take it serious. And that's the message I'd like to leave with you guys, is that we didn't take this serious.
It was serious.
I'm glad Colt was here. He's missing his plane ride right now, just about. These bleeping Jeep guys are out of control.
We travel a lot.
But thanks, Hefe, for showing up. Trevor, you're always there, rock solid. Lizzie, can't do it without you. I'm here to make mistakes, and Tucker's here to catch it all for you.
Very, very cool.
Well, it's big and terrible.
Hi, Aaron. Can you pick up 10 $500 gift cards for the office
Hey,
bonuses?
nobody in
Mail
here.
back the PIN numbers?
I'm going to write the Hodge twins a bad note. It'll be a vulgarity. Chase my room apart. What's this? Oh, that's a vulgarity. All right, well, let's go out of there.
He was dating. He was already busted.
The vulgarity. What's this shit? Oh, what's on the fucking moon, Dabu? What are you going to tell me now is on the moon?
This is Dabu7. We've been covering how China's made many advancements out there in many different fields. And we've talked about how China has launched many different things into space, of which we really don't know what's going on. We do know that they have this Jade Rabbit rover, this China U-2 rover, making moves around the moon. Now, they're said to have a base on the backside of the moon as well. And they have been releasing images. One of those images is what you see here. It is this cube-shaped object in the distance on the horizon that they're dubbing the Mystery House.
What if it's the bottom of the
Equates to Mystery House.
moonwalking shit
Now,
we left up there?
zoom in on this thing, way out there on the horizon. It is very suspect. It looks like two very tall structures.
Yeah, the
side
Twin
by
Towers.
side,
They got
same height,
put there. I
same
don't know.
size.
Go take a picture of it. Get a little closer and you'll be all set. Where's that other video? Go see some pretty blue sky. We had them here today. Very grateful. So these guys, they're in Death Valley. They're probably, I don't know, 600 miles from Hurricane. No, probably a little less.
On today's trip, we're at the Gold Eagle mine in the Weepaw district, just outside of Tonopah.
Tonopah, even further.
Actually came here to go down this shaft. But then just a little bit of a collapse. You look at satellite images from 2 years ago, this ore bin was still standing. We're going to try to figure out something else. That one looks like a very viable option. Already looked around. There's really just no place to tie off up there, so let's see if I can try to get the truck up there. First, just check this place out. Very neat. This is where the winch was. And that's where the cable came down, went down to the shaft to bring the stuff up. Made a little stove there. There's the oil tank. It's used to power the equipment or run the
Wow.
engines.
It's oil.
Don't know what this was for. Oh. It's a neat little mine. It's a real bummer that the shaft came down. Hold on, got the there. A little shave. We actually thought about possibly tying off here, but that's all loose. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like you even thinking about going down there.
So
I think that's silly.
go ahead and go up there and see what we can do up there. Talk to you then. We're gonna go ahead and go down here.
Wow, look at this stuff they worked on.
Pretty safe.
The quartz right
Drove
there.
the truck up. Tied off on the
Amazes
truck.
me how people went there in the
So, I will
1800s.
be recording on the way down.
Place is so big. How'd you
Talk to you
find
later.
this little quartz outcropping? Crazy.
Hi, Michael C. Hall from Dexter. This is my life.
You didn't bring in all the shit you need.
I'm an evolving monster. Sign up now and stream Dexter with Showtime on
What do you got going on, big bud? I'll be back. How long is this?
All right, if you guys are looking for some fire merch, we got it all right here with Clamboree. So we got the
Merch.
Don't Take Frat Boys, Dead Smiley, comes in 2 different
You got
colors.
the Pimp Daddy merch. Somebody's got to write a logo for that one. I'll be back. What's he doing? Cup of. Lewis, top of the morning to you. No. Top of the evening to you. What? You gotta type in caps. We're gonna make a cup of. You know what that is. Good to see you. Still haven't heard you guys in there on radio. Been months. You in New Zealand. Probably the fucking New Zealand can't transmit. Who knows? Afraid they catch the coronavirus. It's a crazy world. For sure. What we gonna do? Yeah. You looking good. Yeah, a little snow be nice, huh? We'll acclimatize quickly. Let's see how long the power's gonna last. What if Joe's gonna pull the plug? Oops. A fucking squirrel got in the, what do you call that thing? The transformer. Experiment in there. And shorted out the United States power grid today. We have a cold, long fucking winter for sure. My luck, it wouldn't go freezing, wouldn't stay below freezing. Michigan put stuff up in cold. My luck, it'd be 40-degree days, raining and shit. Fucking disgusting. And, you know, this place I'm looking at now is pretty country. I like that shit. I haven't spent a whole lot of time around mines. But I like that shit. And this place is every bit as nice in the winter as it is out there. You can have summer, spring, and fall. No rockets can go through the something. I can't see, and I ain't gonna waste my time. You know better than that. You want me to?
A little cheaper because they're nice.
Rockets go
This
up.
one's personally my favorite. Be a decent human. The back, absolutely sick. One of the
Into
best
outer
ones.
space. Satellites are real.
This is what I built my
The
brain
Earth
off
is
of.
round.
When you're dead.
You come travel some of my country. You'll see how quick you'll see the round Earth. Talk about other dimensions and all kinds of crazy shit. That's too much for me. I'm old. Leave it round and pretty the way it is. Quit fucking it up with your chemtrails. Yeah, he came down that man way. You know, these people come in here, drill and blast, drill and blast, drill and blast. It's unbelievable the amount of work they do in these mines. It's just, I've never seen a human being do shit like this. I mean, people talk about the Egyptian shit. Nah, some of these mines are fucking crazy. You get 10 feet out of a charge. So they had to drill and blast to get 10 feet. Got a big old hangar right there too.
And that bang. So you know my backpack just fell over.
This guy goes by himself, man. I don't think this is too cool.
Thought I'd show you guys this a little bit. What it's like getting sometimes down into some of these caverns. Yeah, let me get a better view of her coming down.
Oh, he isn't alone.
Yep.
Pardon me.
Rocks.
Usually he goes alone. She's gonna get you killed with a big old tumbler come off that roof, maybe. Don't hit your head on that thing.
Dip the light a little bit. What makes caves or mines difficult is all of this debris is in the way. Sometimes they're even worse than this.
Imagine climbing down there to go to work every day, then climbing up. Time to go home. 1,000 feet. Sick, crazy amount of labor here.
And so let you guys know, I'm actually standing on a wooden floor. This is what they call a false floor.
That's a false floor. Oh, this chick looks all set.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and determine if we're going to continue on. I'll let you know later. So I'm out. She's making her way out right now.
What'd you tie off to?
That's some really nasty stuff. Rocks kept coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Before I even hooked up the line, it just.
I think that's what they were
shower of
chasing.
Rocks that just came down.
Look at that. Ain't that pretty?
There wasn't much further down. You could tell that it was backfilled. So, wasn't really much to record. So, this is going to be the end of today's little trip. We made it to the very end.
We'll go to come from
Let's get you out.
Fort Stewart, Rhode Island, and Fort Silver, Georgia.
Most of all, be safe.
To Irwin. Got to Irwin, I was like, holy shit, this is for real. I'll put the link to this in chat. He gets around. Blue sky right there, Nevada blue. Bring all this shit in here, by the way. 1890, 1910. What is it? No. Could go look it up. You know, probably late 1800s, 1900s. Bring all that shit in with wagons. 4 horses. You know, that should have been American fucking symbol was a horse. They had the buffalo, but the horse should have got on there too. Mule. I mean, it's pretty unfathomable. Uh-oh, we got people stealing school buses. One had them 12. Wonder what the zombie apocalypse are gonna do. Yeah, gotta be prepared for that. Hey, no one's here. Where'd you go, Lewis? Hey, I believe the Earth is round. I'm gonna stick with it. Did they go walk on the moon? I don't know about that. China's up there though. They can show you pictures where the road where they drove the things around. Somebody called P. King. Called Joe Biden. He's good friends with P. King.
This is your living room slash yoga shanti slash regional office slash. This is the basement slash panic room. Maybe what your family needs is vacation home slash vacation home.
50 years since they
Find
shut
yours
that shit
on the Verbo app.
up there with a small satellite. I find that weird. All the ham radio operators and all the rich people up there, nobody sent up something to go see our old stuff.
Oh, Rusty RV TV, welcome. Check it out. We're heading back towards Kingman, but we're going to take the back way. We're going to go in through Oakland. Yay! Pick up the old Highway 66 for a few miles. Why not? This is one scenic drive. You know, rarely do I film it west to east. So this ought to be a fun little trip. Right down there is where we're connecting with the historic Route 66. Look at the mountains. Look at the terrain. And just the history of it. It's too cool for a school.
A lot of good history, man. A lot less dead than here.
There's 66. Straight down that way is Golden Shores. It dumps you right out on I-40. That little road is where we came in from Port Mojave. And we're going to be heading straight up into the mountains here. You talk about mining. This place has been mined forever. There's holes everywhere in the ground. Right there is where we're going to connect up with 66, so let's get going.
Going to Oakland. Never been there.
There's the official Mojave County Route 66 sign. Let's get this truck past me here. And Mojave County is blessed with a lot of miles of original road. Oh goodness, you can go way up to Seligman, long ways, all the way up to almost into Flagstaff on original road. Even through Kingman, you'll see a little bit of that when we get there. Anyway, it's always a fun drive. I'd rather take this any day of the week than the good old interstates.
I'm surprised you didn't
They've
see
been
it
mining
that
it
long.
here forever. A lot of this land looks like Swiss cheese. There's so many holes in the ground. Maybe we'll run into a burrow or two. That's what Oatman is famous for. Oh, speaking of which, look at this. You gotta be real careful driving through here. These little critters are everywhere. And they're tame. They're like pets. Because you can actually feed them up in town. You can buy feed, hand feed them. Look at these people talking to them. Welcome to the West. These guys are checking out everybody. Look at this. Hey, what do you got for me? Got a treat? Look at him. Hey. Oh, look at this lady. She wants to take one home, huh? Oh, they're cute. Alright, let's cruise on in town.
Don't like dogs. The way I understand.
Wow, look at the cars. This place is packed. If they're parking this far out, town's gonna be packed. Which is good to see. These guys got hit really hard through the pandemic.
there's all kinds of little gift shops, Old West style, what do you want to call them? Antiques, gifts. A lot of US 66, Highway 66 memorabilia. And normally the streets are just lined with the burros too, because when there's this many people, they're getting fed. A lot of tour buses come in out of Vegas, Southern California, Phoenix. Very popular place. So we're just going to inch our way up. I'm not going to stop this trip. We'll just kind of sightsee out of the van. How about that? I've known
Jewelry.
a few people that have worked up through here through the years. As
Go in there
vendors,
for a couple
come up,
hours.
work at the stores.
Load the truck up.
A lot of this is seasonal. I mean, the town's open year round, but it's pretty warm here in the summer. But this time of year, people love driving the road. You always see convertibles, motorcycles,
Beautiful weather.
all that running the Route 66 highway there. Yeah, this place is packed. Wow. Good to see. You can actually stay here, rent a room at the old Loman Hotel. It's supposed to be haunted. General store, you always see people out. They got the old wooden sidewalks, like the old Wild West. Look at them burros, man. They ain't going nowhere. They're going to hang here all day long, get fed. Oh, funny. Just got to be real careful coming through here. Look at all the motorcycles. What a road. They don't recommend big rigs anything over 40 feet on the highway because there's some pretty steep, severe switchbacks.
Same with Jerome.
Look, they even got a little
Jerome
shuttle.
be
They'll
tough
pick you up and bring
with a
you in
camper.
town. Cool. All right, we're almost through it. Picture perfect weather. 70s during the day, 40s and 50s at night. You're up in elevation a little bit here. I think we'll go up over Sitgreaves Pass, which is about 3,000 feet. There you go. There was open on a busy day. Good to see it. Looks like some ATVers. Cool. All right, here we go. Okay, what's the sign say? 28 miles of Kingman. See, it's not that far to cut through here. It's just slow because of the town and the old road here. Fun trip. You know, this is my favorite area to come and see the spring bloom.
Oh, yeah.
Desert flowers. They line this whole valley up through here, all the way up the
All
mountain.
that shit sand that most people see. Beautiful colors. Miles.
Yeah, there's one of them signs. Nothing over 40 feet. These switchbacks, they get pretty severe.
What are you doing, Bubba?
Of course, I've seen people bring
You
rigs down through here.
you got bragging rights there with
You know,
the
back in the day, this was it.
with the
There was
Elon
no
Musk
interstates.
freight train up there. Good job. I was waiting for you to come in and tell you I didn't leave a message for you. Good job. I caught it one night. There's
You
like
had
3
your
or 4
car,
satellites.
put the
That
top
was
down,
it.
Turn up the
They were
radio.
going east. They
picnic
went
in
through
the
the chase.
trunk, and off you went. This road goes all the way up to Chicago, Illinois. Used to. They chopped it up. At least they kept some of it.
That's why they go out. They go out because they go into the Earth's shadow of the round Earth.
But the
See?
way it
They were
winds
heading northeast, you
through
said, right?
the mountains here, just a feat of engineering. You can see there's cars in both directions.
Yeah, this looks tighter
Bars
than.
you can
No,
see,
probably
in
not.
the
Jerome,
springtime,
though.
once again, this is just one pretty place. The hills are just lined with different colors.
Well, I'm glad you
All the different
we're just
flowers.
watching some videos, hanging out, talk whatever you
Them
want
old
to talk
trails go
about.
up to old mine shafts.
You know,
Them old timers, they looked everywhere for the
you
gold
just went
and
into
silver, whatever
Oatman.
they could find out of here. There's all kinds of minerals they've mined for.
But it's
here.
just amazing. Look how rough this terrain
Right
is,
there
and
is
how
the
do
old-
these
one of the
people
existing mines that's
on
still active.
horses? You know, I mean, you could travel 100 miles in this back in the day on a
That old
horse,
mine has been
and they'd
going,
find a
and
place
they
and they'd
employ a lot
start
of people
drilling and
yet.
blasting. They get all the lumber,
You
the
always see quite a
dynamite,
few trucks in their
all the
parking lot.
food, everything you need.
Whoa, look at this guy.
Yeah, woo boy.
See, it's not
It
the
just
best to
amazes
bring
me.
down a trailer, but you can. He was pretty small.
But that was pretty good shot you did there. That was really good.
They got a big old mural on the side of this building here. Looks like they redone it. Looks pretty nice. But you can't go in there. That's all private. All right, up we go. We're climbing up to the top of this is called Sitgreaves Pass. Once again, we're heading west to east. But
Weirdest
just
thing, they just went out. I missed it all. All left up when
the
they
amount of
went
traffic on
dark.
this road
Yeah,
is just insane.
disappeared. Yeah, that's all it was. Like, especially here in Maine, like Utah, a lot of times
still
when I
climbing.
seen the space
If you look,
station,
you'll see holes, old mine
there were a
shafts.
lot of times where it didn't go out, you know.
If you're scared of heights,
But up here in Maine, where you're so far northeast,
that,
you know, the
close your eyes,
sun
right up this
sunset up there, probably over my head or pretty close to it right now. So you won't see if you get night vision, good Army night vision, you will see the satellites.
motorcycles love this road. Can't blame them.
You'll see them in the dark, on the dark side, if they reflect in any color at all, even if they're just reflecting off the paint. You'll see them with good night vision goggles.
Getting close, almost up top.
Kind of a disgrace we fucked all that up. Yeah. Yeah.
Made it.
But
We're
I
up
remember the
top.
first time I
We're
got
about
to see that happen,
3,500
though. It was
feet.
really
So
cool.
this is called
It give you
Sitgreaves
a,
Pass.
like a parameter. What is he?
So
Hold
this
on.
is called Sitgreaves Pass.
What's
Called
that?
Sitgreaves top.
I can't see
Made
this
it.
guy.
We're up top. We're about 3,500 feet. So this is called
3,500.
Sitgreaves
Oh.
Pass.
I remember the first time I seen him go out, I was like,
Downhill
whoa,
from here.
man. So you could almost judge where the sun was and where the
That's what it's like to
where
drive
the shadow
Oatman
is.
Highway.
Pretty
old
cool.
Route 66.
But boy, they messing up that sky big time.
You'll see remnants of old mines and active mines too. There's still mine in this area.
They put a little guardrail there for you. Just behave.
But it's a slow ride. 35 miles an hour, somewhere around there.
We had a couple of people in here this evening. It was good to see. I wasn't thinking. I played a video with vulgarity in it, I think. Uh-oh. So when you're up in a place like this here and you see the space station coming at you, you can see it right to the following horizon. When I see that, it don't disappear. It's going west. And you're high up. You see it as soon as it clears the horizon.
A few trees in here. They
And
got
then you
water
see
in
it
here.
fall off
Check
the
that out.
horizon on the other end.
Whoa! Oh, look at these guys. That's why you gotta go slow. You just never know. Look at them. Aren't they cute? People will stop, watch them guys all day long. Talk about selfies. Those burros are on a lot of Facebook pages, I bet.
Yeah, you should be proud of that. I didn't have a camera to pick it up, but I caught them here.
Oh, here's a couple
They were
more.
heading east, and I caught about 4 satellites.
Just
The
waiting
rest
for
were in the
next
back of the
carload to
trees.
come along, said, feed me. That's quite a few. That's probably the most I've ever
But
seen.
that's good shooting. Yeah, edited
burros.
nice too.
In one trip through here.
It's one thing we
Pretty
went and
cool.
looked at several editing videos. I can't do that shit. My brain was smoking
Speaking
too
of
hard.
cool, there's a cool little stop up here.
On the
It's
phone
called,
though, it's pretty easy.
Cool Springs. It's like a little rest stop, tourist trap. It was in a couple movies.
Indians selling
Movies been
jewelry.
shot here. I think the movie Cars or something like that was shot here. One of them. Let's stop a second. We'll check it out. That's cool. 191 turns, 8 miles, no guardrails. We made it.
Is it 191?
Welcome
Yeah, I
to
think
Cool
that's
Springs.
more than Jerome. See it on
They sell
the
stuff,
screen. Would not pick it up. I had to
gifts.
play.
Old rock building
Oh,
there.
so
They
you
don't
did.
sell
You
fuel, those are
videotaped
just
that.
old
That's
phones.
good.
Got all
I
the
wasn't
old
sure if you
antique,
did videotape it.
rusted out
So you had to play
cars.
with some settings in the
Just
phone.
a cool place in Cool Springs.
Yeah, mine won't do that. I can't really do much, I don't think.
Wow, look at this plaque. This thing's been going since the mid-1800s. Through all the time, this has been a rest area. U.S. Army, Wallapai Indians, and Route 66.
Nevada
part of
is
the
a
Arizona
real
history here.
cool
Pretty
state
cool.
with their plaques.
All right.
They
keep
put a
on
lot
trucking.
of plaques in a lot of historic places. You go into Idaho, you'll see a sign on the highway like this. It'll
hot
say
dogs.
interesting place or some shit. Quarter mile, you pull up and
Maybe
there's a
you get
big
one of them
plaque
signs
there. It
that
tells
said,
you
"I
Lewis and
survived."
Clark was here.
191 turns. That was pretty cool.
Oh,
And no guardrails. All right, next stop will be Kingman.
yeah, 5G.
Gonna make a right up here. This
You don't
is
need to
still
do that. You know, just
considered
save
part
your
of
money
US
if you want to do
66.
that
They
and
kinda
get
chopped
like
it
them
up and put it in
P900
the interstate.
cameras. It's supposed to be pretty good.
But there's a frontage road. It's a part of the original highway. We'll take all the way that all the way into Kingman.
Yeah.
Here's Interstate 40, which we're gonna avoid.
40. So he's up there. He's
Back
going to
roads,
Flag.
small towns. That's the way we travel.
Mm.
as much as possible.
Oh, he's going Frontage Road. You ever get out there and see Frontage Road? Take it. Just be careful.
Now we're still on 66. This is original road. We'll pass some old truck stops. I think there's some old junkyards up through here. Right there on the right, there's an old truck stop. Been there forever. They got a diner in there. That's where the Greyhound bus stops too. Greyhound buses.
Hidden stuff on. Oh, you mean like a time capsule?
There's a big steel manufacturer behind there. And there's some of the old junkyards. I mean, a true old junkyard. with
Yeah.
a big old field rusted
Yeah.
out.
Go way
There's
back,
fences,
probably.
old semi.
I don't think they do that to a lot of East Coast junkyards. They get taxed. Fucking communist tax. You got a 1950
Kingman is ancient.
Ford
It's
or
historic,
Chrysler
too.
there.
It
It's
goes
been
way
sitting
back.
there. Every 10 years, somebody
Way
calls
back.
on parts and shit. But no, you got to pay taxes on that. Fucking ridiculous.
And we're right parallel with I-40.
In a
Look
state
at
that
that.
don't do that, you'll find some good old stuff in them junkyards.
There's a low mountain pass up here. 40 takes it up. 66 cuts right through it. There's an old RV park down there. And you'll see I-40 right there. Look how they took it up and over.
Oh,
and
yeah.
on 66, we go right through it. We don't go over the pass.
I'm not sure where he is. There was
Look at the rock
Oh, yeah,
formations.
maybe.
I mean, it's
Yeah, it might have
just
been
a
there.
cool place. That's looking back to the west. There you can see some of the old junkyards and train tracks. Now you can see how they just cut right through the rock for the old road.
Drill and blast.
Straight on through. We are almost in the Kingman.
All right, so he's in Kingman. No, I don't think I went on that part of 40.
Pretty ride. Highly recommend this. If you're ever in this area, take it. It's slow, but it's historic and just a pretty ride.
I'm surprised you get that much guardrail. Damn. Getting like the city there.
Just like that, we made it. Right up here, we'll cut through Old Town, Kingman. There's Mojave County
Hidden
Jail. All the
Mormon
Mojave
stuff.
County offices are right there. To the left,
Mason
and the big
things. Yeah.
buildings.
Yeah,
Mojave
they
County is huge. All the counties.
Idaho
here,
got
cover a
we spend a
massive
lot of
area.
time on the Lewis and Clark Trail. You seen the
And
mud,
here's Kingman.
flood damage,
To the right, we'll
and
take it.
history. Oh,
Cut you down through
what's
Old
how
Town.
you trying to? I can't read this one too well. Research that not
This is
easy.
where they got all the
always
old
hide
gas
the
stations,
truth from
motels.
you and me.
Some of them are still operating.
Well, the Mormons, I wouldn't trust. I don't trust any of them.
There's the
I told
little
you
park
that
with the
before.
railroad
You know, hey,
cars
back
and stuff, and then off
backwards.
to
Good
the right
morning. I just don't trust anybody that wraps themselves up in any kind of bullshit like that. They're psychotic.
Visitor Center. I've done videos
They don't give
on
a
that.
fuck about
Sure,
other
check 'em
people.
out.
If you're not on their side, I mean, not all of them. I met Mennonites
All
that
the
were
old
really
diners,
cool, and I met some good
stuff.
Mormons that were really cool.
What a
But
cool
some of them
trip.
upper echelon
to
Mitt
Kingman.
Romney shit. Are you kidding
Journey
me?
continues. Talk soon.
Fucking War Pig by Ozzy Osbourne explains that, man. You know, I mean, these people, you know, they go to church and they don't understand that killing another person for any reason is a bad deal. You know what I mean? Don't tell me there's a difference between killing somebody and war. Now they come here and you a defensive person, what we should be. That shit should never have gone on. 20 fucking years. Hey, this guy did a video. He's pretty cool. He's a young kid from Ireland. I like this channel. You know, I was talking about that to somebody today. I says, you know, have you ever seen a 155 come in
Stop
a Willie
what you're
Pete
doing right
round?
now if you have
White
type 2
phosphorus?
diabetes or pre-diabetes, because
You
this
know what I
discovery
mean?
could save your life. A new groundbreaking
Does your
discovery
fucking
reveals the
asshole
real
in that fucking office ever say to the army, say, hey, I want to go out and see you shoot 155. I want to see you know, all this shit we're allocating. I want to see it working. You know what I mean? Clue the what goes on there. They just signed the papers, recorded Rain Buddy in the Great Northwest. Oh man, did you see what is it? Vancouver. Whew. I think that's big time trouble for us. We get like 14% of our grain out of there, which don't sound like a lot. Never mind the lumber. Yeah. What you asking me? Something about mud. The mud flow? No, I don't see the mud flow. No, I don't know much about that. I know San Rafael swell, but I don't know much about mud flows. This a young kid would just let the commercial party for him put a few pennies in his pocket. What are you doing? Backwoods. Get back. Yeah, work. What are you doing? We're going down to 18 tonight. 15, 18. The wind was blowing. Blizzard warnings in Hawaii. I heard that up on high altitude. Yeah, is that for real? I mean, how many times does that happen? Wow. Wow. Let's see what Mike Morales says Sunday night.
Your body. Most of this waste contains chemicals that your body rejected.
I know they do. My whole gut system is destroyed. I should go get this shit and do it. Clean my gut out.
Give Zupu a try for 14 days. It will clean you out, guaranteed. Click through to read the hilarious reviews about how consistently effective Zupu truly is.
Oh, I'm
Click
excited.
through to learn more about Zupu now.
Well, that's Mike said there was there was more snow in Hawaii than there is in the Sierras, above 10,000. Once every 3 years. So it's really not unusual. All right, check this guy out.
I am not a fan of soccer. I never have been. In my less than humble opinion, the game suffers from two big problems that make it unpalatable to me. It too often represents the worst humanity has to offer, inciting the knuckle-dragging dregs of society to destruction and violence for little to no good reason, and it is also boring. If you want a more nuanced and balanced take on the matter, which isn't really what we do on this channel, I can say that in reality, destruction and violence have nothing to do with football and are instead the manifestations of antisocial attitudes cultivated by poverty and poor education. Sport naturally induces heightened states of adrenaline and a sense of tribalism, which can turn these antisocial attitudes into antisocial behaviors. So then, if these mechanisms can transform major metropolitan hubs into battlegrounds, what happens in areas where poverty and violence rates are much higher? Well, this story involves a referee killing a player before being dismembered by spectators. If that's not too gruesome for you, let's begin the tale. On the 30th of June 2013, 19-year-old Otavio Jordan da Silva Catanigi set out on his bike to play football in a remote neighborhood in northeastern Brazil. In a lumpy field with wooden goalposts, he participated in a game of pickup soccer. At some point during the game, however, Catanigi sustained a minor injury which impeded his ability to sprint. This saw him relegated to becoming the referee, a role in pickup soccer which is preferable only to being a goalpost. At some point during the game, Catanigi gave a yellow card to 30-year-old Josemir Santos Abreu. Despite being friends and often playing together, Abreu was enraged by Cantanigi's officiating. He argued with Catanigi, which led to him receiving a red card, but Abreu would not leave the field. Instead, he only got angrier, and as the two exchanged words, Abreu attacked Catanigi, sending him to the ground. When Catanigi got back to his feet, he had a knife in his hands. Abreu was stabbed numerous times. Players and spectators alike descended on the scene, restraining Catanigi and tying him up while a local man drove Abreu to hospital. Josemir Santos Abreu died of his injuries. The police were called but would not arrive for some time. During this time, Catanigi was at the mercy of the crowd, many of whom had been drinking. Among them, Abreu. For about an hour, Catanigi was beaten. Then he was killed. His lower legs were cut off and he was beheaded. The head was placed on a nearby post. It was the next morning before the regional police chief was informed of the killing. He drove 20 miles to the site, but it was too late. The suspects went into hiding and the deceased were buried. As the police investigation began, Cantanigi's autopsy was written up based on photos and videos taken by hospital workers. Police were only able to track down a couple of the suspects. To recap, a football referee stabbed a player to death during a game, then was killed, decapitated and dismembered by the spectators. 2 young men lost their lives over a game of football. Tragic. The worst part is, it's far from the first or last time. If you'd like a more uplifting story from Brazil concerning football, why not check out my video on Carlos Kaiser, the football star who never played a game.
That was good. That was a good video.
As well as a whole host of videos about a wide range of other
like
subjects.
his channel, I'll put the link in chat. It's not always bloody like that. Sometimes it is. Life is tough. He's doing good. He just watched this guy go from 100 to 612. When I first met him, it was about 100,000. So he's doing good. Good channel. I like it. Some cool stories. I think we're going to go have a smoke break and choose our next one. We're going to finish up with how about Pin to the Atlas? Pin to the Atlas go. Excuse me. We watched Sister Golden here did a good video on the forest fire damage. Science. Yeah, Fauci. Where'd it go? Yeah, this woman, man. She's got some. She's slicker than STP. I'll tell you that much. Ain't nothing sticking to that woman. I'm gonna go grab a smoke. Well, I guess you're the only one talking. Well, hello. Blood stabbing Batman. Yeah. Well, you know, people do some stupid shit in their life.
So, on the hunt for ghost towns. Now, when we do our research, sometimes the information is so out of date. When we get to a place, we never know what we're going to find. This is one of those locations. We're at Sego or Sego Ghost Town in Utah, and there isn't really an awful lot left, but we're going to show you anyway. But first of all, look what I've found. So hidden behind this tree are rocks, painted rocks. Aren't they cute?
I didn't put
Now on the back,
Quicksire in there, did I?
it
Hold on.
says, find us on Facebook at Northeast Ohio. I don't know what that word says. Rocks. Is that just rocks?
I think I should still have it in here. Quicksire. That's how it's spelled. Did we do it? Yeah, I think we did it. Good job, Mr. Ralph. Dude. Yeah, man. Where are we? Well, we'll go rewind it. I like these guys. I think they got a good channel. I'm really surprised they can't grow. The music, I think everything is really good. Really shocked they can't grow as a channel, though. No way! No way! That mountain looked fucking real to me. Yeah, where's the railroad bridge? I ain't
So,
shitting you.
on the hunt for ghost towns. Now, when we do our research, sometimes the information is so out of date. When we get to a place, we never know what we're going to find.
They're talking about
This
me.
is one of those locations. We're at Sego or Sego Ghost Town in Utah, and there isn't really an awful lot left, but we're going to show you anyway.
It's pretty cool. When I
But
was
first
there.
of all,
Sorry.
look what I've found. So hidden behind this tree are two little rocks, painted rocks. Aren't they cute? Now on the back, it says, find us on Facebook at Northeast Ohio.
Told them to go
I don't
to
know what that word
Thomaston.
says. Rocks.
I
Is
think
that
they would
just
have done
rocks?
better there.
Haven't got my glasses on. Post a picture and re-hide me. And it says the same on both of them. So what we're going to do is I'm going to leave one here for someone else to find. But I'm going to take the happy funny face and we're going to hide it somewhere else. We're also going to post a photograph of us on Facebook.
Here are some remains of foundations. This was quite large, so what, do you know what this one was?
This was the boarding house. So gold was discovered in this area
Coal.
in the 1890s
And
by
there
an
was,
English
I don't know
rancher
why they didn't go to
called
Thomaston.
Harry Ballard. And in 1911, he sold his small operation to a group of investors from Salt Lake City.
Nice.
have a fridge and a car.
Is that a fridge?
I think so. An old-fashioned one.
Huh. Interesting.
I remember somebody had told us
Where are we?
that
I can't do
numbers should be
StreamYard,
imprinted
Bubba.
on the firewall.
This sucks.
That we could read for like a VIN number or tell you the type of the vehicle. Scouring, I don't see that at all along this one. I believe this is where the plate would have been, and it's been ripped off.
So,
And then also,
no idea what this vehicle was.
no, I said also you can check the, well, here's the front end. And there's a wheel well. So check also the door frames might hold some information.
I think they're too rusted out.
Yeah.
But I know
The
when
round
I
brake pedal. You ever drive a car with a round brake pedal? I have.
Or someone else. It's pretty neat.
It is. I love these old cars.
It'd be lovely to see what it used to look like.
Yeah. And then, like I said, I believe
That's an old refrigerator.
I think so. It kind of reminds me of my great-grandmother. Still had one that they brought brand new. It still worked, and it was very much like this. And it just had, like, you know, they see the freezer doors and just the one handle.
Shot full of bullet holes.
Yeah. This one is so far gone, it's hard to really tell what anything is. I think right there, sitting on this subfloor, that's the second floor. And there is a little bit of a, it's not a basement, but it's just a little crawl space underneath.
Yeah, so I don't know how big this boarding house was. But the one thing about this town that is different from a lot of other ghost towns is this boarding house, the stone building opposite that we're going to look at in a minute, and a few other buildings, all had their own water supply.
Oh, no kidding.
But that was the demise of the ghost town because the water ran out.
Yeah, well, with any mining operation, water is highly important. Well, and for people in general, water is very important.
So as the water ran out, the miners moved out. A few people stayed here into the 1950s, and then a flash flood came through, wiped out the rest of the town, really. So the remaining residents moved off.
On the green, I think that's the Green River.
Okay, here is the stone building, and you can see there's a doorway and two windows, one on each side. They have been filled in with stone and plaster.
And then that would be a basement as well, wouldn't it?
Yes, there's a basement door. You can also kind of see the foundations come out a bit further. They stretch out.
This used to be the company store.
Okay. So we'll walk down into the basement.
Yeah.
Watch her step.
Beautiful old building.
Yeah.
Railroad tracks look like.
All right, if you guys are looking for some fire merch, we got it all right here with Flambery. So we got the Don't Date Frat Boys, Dead Smiley, comes in 2 different colors.
You gotta get some Pimp Daddy. Some one of you guys gotta go make a,
This one's personally
what do they call
my
that?
favorite
An
BD
icon.
Demon. The back, absolutely sick. One of the best sellers. This is what I built my brand off of. Sleep when you're dead. This is
Booze
high-end. It
drinkers.
feels like a blanket.
Damn.
Go shop now and get up.
God forbid they light a reefer joint, huh? Ooh, 911.
With YouTube Premium, you can watch as many videos as you want without pausing for ads. Try 3 months of YouTube Premium on us.
Why does this bother you on watching the ads for the people? You gonna pay them off,
So we
you
would be
two
in the basement.
bastards.
Yeah, this would be basement level. You can see the floor joists here. That would go all the way across. But then these windows up here are really tall.
Wow, that's
But if this is a
weird.
store, it's not a house.
Right. So it's a store for what type? Because this was, you said
Coal mine.
coal mine.
Coal mine.
Okay.
And the mines all closed in 1947.
Still cold there.
You can see the
Thomas
plaster
there
is
is.
bubbling on the walls.
I had some sexy dreams about that place.
So this
Got all
would
the
be
coal I
the main
want.
floor. So this would be
Correct.
the cellar or storage.
Yes.
And
then that would have been like the main entrance.
Biggest sage I ever seen in my life.
so you've got the two windows
Sage
here,
was huge.
like the two
And
windows
when
there
there's
that were
water in
blocked
there,
up.
A small window
you
up
get the
there.
Indians
And
up
then
there.
there's
Though.
some venting for like a stove, possibly.
There's a major crack.
There is. I'm sure there's more that are. So there's cracks all through this plaster. This is another major one here. By this window. See the window's popping out.
Huh.
Still chemtrail there.
There's the general store.
Yeah, what are you
Just
doing
behind
up
it is
there?
one more
Shoot them
building.
down. Got a pandemic.
Or what's left of it, I should say. Another massive crack above the door line there. Window seems to be pretty intact. Remember Andrea talking about the massive flood that came through in the 50s, I believe it was, she said. See how it's just washed all the sediment in here. An undercut.
I thought it was a cave, but it's not really. There's another one up
What
here.
are you doing all this writing? Big telescope up there, snow above, visit, send out 92 sun. One day snowboard the next. You know, I came through Washington State, there was snow skiing in bikinis. I'm not shitting you.
Now
Where was
that
that?
one,
I forgot where that was.
you can't get into it, but it looks
Might have
like
been
it could
Hood.
have been an adit.
Right.
It goes right back, but it's
I think it was
all,
Hood.
there's only
I don't think
about
it was the one in
8
Washington.
inches
Might have
to
been Hood.
scramble through, but it goes back and then drops, you can see. But apart from that, there's a few big stones, some wrought iron, I guess, wrought iron sheeting, and that's about it. I've hiked up to the end of the canyon up there, well, not to the end because it goes round for a while, but I guess that flash flood that came through did a real number.
Yeah, I imagine. Swinging to savings. Liberty Mutual.
There's still a lot of lush there, you know, them flowers don't come out unless there's water. So there must have been some water there.
Spot this.
Looks lush to me.
Looks
Well, no windows.
And the roof is heavily fortified. Maybe a bank.
There's a railroad tracks, I
Well,
think.
surely a bank would have windows. Or could it be dynamite? Because it's kind of dug into the mountain.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the rails, though.
I say thick rails and sheets.
Wow.
All right, directly across the way, you can see the tailings piles.
Yeah.
And the mountain has that telltale curve of where an adit used to be. Would appear to be, that's where it was. You can see there could have been a landslide, or maybe they did fill it up. And then the rest of this canyon, you can kind of see the dark rock intermixed in here. That's where the canyon ends, and we're also standing on another great big waste rock pile. And then there, right behind us, I believe that's where the other adit was.
Huh, they're getting coal out of
It
that?
looks like there was a couple further down. You can see all the coal
This- Oh, yeah.
in the mountain. And this huge pile here.
Yep, so this, obviously,
Yeah, I got in Thomas and I says, yeah, I ain't gonna need to buy fuel forever.
Well, the mines were closed in 1947, but in actual fact, the adits were closed off in 1990.
so people had almost 50 years to explore them before they shut them down.
Yep.
I'm saying root cellar, garage, house.
Not
Ooh, the
house.
timber they use. Crazy.
Built it sturdy.
Don't know. Root cellar, bit far away from the main buildings. Dynamite storage.
Yeah, I think that would have been
far away
dynamite
from the mine.
storage. Using rock
there's
like that, I
wouldn't
don't
expect
think
to have an
they
open
do
house
that.
space.
Or it could be something to do with the railway.
Okay.
Oh,
Because the railway runs just at the back. I'll show you that in a bit.
Yeah, because there are a few more over here. Just remnants, pieces of what's left. It's got some wood framing there. It looks like it could have been a doorway.
Well, I guess they could be cabins because from what I've read, the miners were allowed to build their cabins anywhere they chose along the canyon. So, not necessarily in town.
I'd almost swear this is
And I would
Thomas.
imagine a lot of
Unless
them
I got
would
my
have
shit
built
mixed
cabins
up.
nearer the mines. They didn't have so far to go.
That's very interesting.
I've got a fun fact about this place as well. Did you know the original name was Nelson, and it was renamed Sego in 1918 after the Sego lilies that bloom in the canyon? True story.
Here is a bridge. We've crossed several of these.
It's
This
a
is
bridge.
one that looks to be most intact.
That's a bridge. I knew this place. I don't
So
know
would
if
this
in
be just a
Thomaston.
regular
I
car
would
bridge or
almost
a
swear.
railroad?
I presuming that it was the railroad because the
Little
railroad
sage up at
was
the top there.
built in, I think, 1912, and it did used to come up from Thompson Springs,
No,
and it made
that
9
ain't the same
round
bridge.
trips
The
a month.
one up in
And they
Thompson
even,
Springs
there's a Sego Canyon gap
is
where
wood.
they
Hey, JB.
blasted their way through so the train could get through.
They did this in this canyon. Go look at it on a map called Thomaston. And they brought a railroad in there with a big round circle. And I'm like, you shitting me. You just put a railroad track in here for that. It's still here. I'm not too worried about much. Should I be? If I pass that point of being a human, a pure blood, well, we had a Friday night. We had guests come here. See?
And
I tell you, we get
unfortunately, like
guests.
so many cemeteries, there's a lot of infant graves. And
The
a lot
graveyard.
of grave robbers have been in
Dan
and
Sago.
broken the gravestones and stolen them. Yeah, most of them don't have names on them.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Unfortunately, some people thought it was chic to go steal gravestone.
No.
Indian burial grounds, go raid them.
And this one's just been totally
Thomaston's
worn
got
off.
a bigger graveyard.
This would have been an infant's grave.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, here we are. Oh, it's young. As in, it says on here, 1985.
What are you doing tonight, JB? How's Boston treating you? It's going to be cold up here.
I wonder if that was done after the effect and someone's just defaced the grave and done it through here. Can you see that?
Just barely. It's really faint.
Because this is I would have thought, an old grave. Huh. A lot of them have been washed away.
Yeah, there was one marker there.
You can see lots of, and again,
Piles.
they're not facing east-west, they're all over the place.
Right.
Which is, Christian burials are always east-west.
Really?
Oh, here we are.
Sheldon Bay, U.S. Army. He served in Vietnam. Thank you for your service, sir.
And welcome home. Stortini, baby, born and died 7/24/1926. Possibly a stillborn. That's sad.
Giovanni Ascani,
John.
1883 to 1918.
So that would make him, what, 35-ish?
Wow.
Born in Frontone, Italy.
Wow. And then all the way out in Utah. That's pretty cool.
I wonder if he was one of the miners.
Possibly.
So, according to my resources, this was once a family home. And it did have a huge basement.
Yeah, the basement looks larger than the structure above ground.
But then if you look down, you've got a lot of foundations. Here, looks like there was another room along and along there. Oops. Unfortunately, people have been using the bricks to do fire rings and using the wood to start the fire.
Yeah, it sucks. That really does suck.
And I was
let it go back to nature. Don't be burning this shit up.
That there was rock
Go back
art
to the city.
around here. I see a lot of graffiti carved in, but no legitimate, mind you don't step back, but no legitimate Native American, not that I can see.
Yeah, there are a few carvings in the rock here. Like you said, don't know when that could have been done.
Well, I don't think Eddie was here. I don't think that's original for Native American.
Oh, no, he ain't reading small print.
Eddie's just a number.
You see the rest of the
Sorry about
structure. The
that.
roof has just completely come down. Can't even get inside anymore.
That's concrete.
Got enough on this machine.
Don't know what that could have been. I was going to say a well,
Well,
but
yeah, that looks like a
This
cistern.
metal did have corrugated metal. Looks like attached to the top at one point.
and you've got a square hole in the top. That's what makes me wonder whether or not it was a well. Who knows? I'm just going to check up here to see if there are any true Native American pictographs or
Oh,
pictoglyphs.
they're fucking
petroglyphs.
white. Swipe that shit
I'll
right
meet you
now.
up there. See the other side of what's left of the home here.
Damn, too
Doorway
much
there.
liking for the Ute Indians, that territory. This is a
This is just all
Ute Indian.
a pile.
To Ute.
So have you found any back there?
No, nothing. Nothing whatsoever. And I don't think any of those other ones are original, not Native American, unless they've just been so badly defaced, but no.
Oh well.
Hey ho.
Well, like we stated earlier, sometimes this comes with the territory. We never really know what to expect when we come to some of these locations.
Yeah, so we thought we'd share some of the ones that we wouldn't normally film, to be quite honest. But I hope you enjoyed this one. And on that note, get out there, go and explore, put another pin in the atlas, and we will see you on our next adventure. Bye.
Sorry, the birds distracted me.
Bye.
The black chemtrails I saw, not the same one, was something Lean Project. I gotta watch it on this one. I gotta look at this one. I can't. All right, let me take care of my shit here. I don't know what's up with that one.
Give more than a gift. Etsy.
And the last one. Black chemtrails I saw,
Google
not
Fi,
the
a phone
same
plan by Google.
one, was
Our privacy and security
featured
features keep your
on
personal information safe. With
Leak
end-to-end encryption, calls between
Project.
you and calls on Fi are automatically secured. So
Excuse me.
conversations between you and the person you're talking
That's
to
what
stay
you're talking
private.
about.
No matter what phone you use, you'll get
Leak
built-in
Project,
VPN and
there
spam blocking
is something.
included. Connect safely with Fi. Join with no contracts or hidden fees. Learn more today.
All right, we're learning more. More is better, right? I am a scientist. Science. I am science. I am science. Replied, dude. So, yeah, really wish you. Yeah, but I told you they go out. Oh, League Project is a channel. Thank you. I didn't know what you were talking about, Dan. I think we're going to head to the airwaves. It's been a fun night. Now, they didn't even give them credit. You see what I mean about the YouTube? They did not give them credit. I just got done watching the video, and I watched Matt's Off-Road Recovery, and they're not giving the credit. Son of a bitches, man. I'm telling you. Get some mafia guy or some shit to run this goddamn platform, and we'd probably have no trouble. I think that's it about for tonight. We'll go Nico. This guy is absolutely crazy, and he's a millionaire.
I'm thinking about proposing to you, and then I see a video of 4 guys all taking turns.
Wow. Okay.
Right, we're in a public place. I'm on the most awkward date ever with this girl and her dad. Her dad thinks we've been in a relationship, but what he doesn't know is this is a hidden camera prank. The customers in the store are extras, and me and his daughter are complete strangers. This is 22-year-old Sophie from London. She's going to try and win £1,000, and all she has to do is convince her dad, Steve, that she's in a long-term relationship with the man from hell. The rules are she has to agree with everything I say for 60 minutes, and then the money is hers. But if she doesn't comply or fails,
This guy goes and makes a phony McDonald's. Unbelievable.
But today's man from hell is Nico, the heartbroken on Milana. This video took weeks to make, so I hope you guys enjoy. But let's get into this thing. Just remember, guys, Sophie has no idea what I'm going to say or how I'm going to act. So great to see you.
So great to see you this
So great to finally meet. Take a seat, please.
How have you been?
Yeah, I've been alright. You've been good?
Yeah, I've been good.
Honestly, she's told me so much about you. You're just such a great guy. I agree with every word. You're a joker, you are.
Okay, so it's hard. Okay.
Oh, mind your head. Yes, how did you two meet? Met about a year back. But I actually want to tell you, Steve, that 2 days ago I discovered that Sophie cheated on me. Cheated on me. 2 days ago I saw a video and I don't know how to tell her. Yeah, 4 guys. We've been in a relationship. I was thinking of proposing and stuff, you know. Where did the video come from? 4 rappers. Someone just sent me the video. Just explicit everything. I'd show you, but obviously. You want me to show you? No, I just don't really know what to do. I can't tell her.
He did this one.
Back again.
Just got done doing one, a phony Apple store. You know, Apple gave like, I don't know, $500,000 worth of telephones and tablets or what.
That's crazy. Sophie said that you've got like a, like mildly racist, you know.
Did I?
Yeah, that's what you said. I thought that was something you joked around about, you know. Steve's racist streak. It's not something I'll joke about. Yeah, I don't know why you bring that up. Hopefully you're getting mixed up with somebody else.
No, I'm sure it was.
I don't think it was, to be honest. So
I write a lot of essays for school, but I also
All right, we're
write
in a
sales
hurry.
descriptions for my Etsy shop.
I use Grammarly on my work emails, and I'll.
Now I'm going to smoke weed.
I think if you're serious, it's all the groundwork's in place. And what would that groundwork be? Trust, understanding each other. But if it's not, there's a time to make that clear. Yeah, make them clear. Wanna like maybe touch up your makeup a little bit. I just want to chat to Steve.
Yeah, I'll just let you guys.
Oh, careful with your head. Don't whack it. Instant karma. It's quite a difficult situation. Oh, it's tough, Steve. You know, I know something. I'd be amazed if you made anything like that. That's 4 guys. 4. No, fair enough, it was 1. It was 4 at once. And I saw the video. Do you want to see it? Okay. If this is the case, then obviously this relationship's going to go nowhere, is it? I love her, Steve. You know? Well, if you do. And they ran a train on her. Yeah, but if you... Well... How many times has she been doing this? And 4. Well, she's coming. Okay.
What are you doing, handsome?
Okay, guys. Did someone die?
No.
Ready to go night-night? Can I have your collar? Come here. Give me your collar.
Definitely.
Oh, give me that
I
vibe.
just hope that you give me a serious option.
Get
right?
over there.
100%. That's why you guys are meeting today.
No, and I appreciate
Go ahead.
that.
I'll be there
So
in a few minutes.
Like, how was the school which you were head teacher of? Steve, I can't lie to you, man. Sophie only said to me that Steve was racist to some of the pupils in his school.
Oh, did I?
Me, I can't lie. Steve's such a great man, and obviously he's not. I find that funny that I found out.
Why are you acting like this? Wow, okay.
Then if we're going to even have a chance of moving forward, you have to know what she is and what she is inside. Multiple people took turns inside her. It's not nice. Yeah, big up, man. Respect. Steve has left after 15 minutes and 37 seconds. So close. But it's time I bring them both back and reveal the truth to Steve. Wait, come back. Bring him back. Sophie, come back. You forgot something. Please bring Steve back as well. Why would it turn nasty, Steve? Am I a bad guy? I haven't done anything. I'm such a good person. My heart is pure. I would never do anything so horrible. What's the purpose of this? I just need to tell you that there's a camera there, and there. And then all extras. Big up Steve.
Wasn't one of my favorites, but I tell you what, he does some good videos. And he don't skimp. I'll put the link to him in chat. I'm going to say sayonara.
So Sophie and Steve have just missed out on £1,000. Let's see how they feel.
I think I was more so it kind of sucks.
Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
That was not happening.
We'll see you mañana. Good one, another. Have a good night. Sweet dreams.